Hey, Dave Fannin here with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. How to establish the showing up habit. The most important habit that you can establish when it comes to weight loss and fitness is the showing up habit. Nothing else matters other than that one, because that one is the one that carries you through your lifetime. And like Dan John, one of my mentors, says, if it's important, you do it every day. So what is the difference between those people that establish an exercise habit and those people that are unable to? Quite often in the very beginning, let's say I have two people that are scheduled for a consult that day on a Monday. One doesn't show up and she doesn't ever get started, and the other one does show up, and we go through the consult and she begins exercising and keeps showing up, and then in a year she's in a better place. That's the difference, the showing up. And then you have the people that are able to show up, and then when the inevitable crisis that will happen, you're talking about kids getting sick, or they have travel or business travel, or their job changes, or their car breaks down, or any thousands of things that we call resistance will get in your way, especially when you're starting out to make some changes to your life and improve it. They stop to focus in on this temporary and passing crisis and are never able to start again. So the people that establish the showing up habit and learn that, you got vacation and everybody has vacation. You learn to train through your vacation. You learn to train through your car breaking down. You learn to train through business travel. You learn to train through the inevitable setbacks and roadblocks that are going to get in your way, because they're always going to happen. And so you just learn how to practice training through those and show up. And how do you establish the showing up habit? What is the number one easiest way to establish the showing up habit? Is number one, make it a priority. And how do you know if something's a priority for a person? They do it first thing in the morning. If you go by a gym 5, 6 in the morning, those are the people that are fit for life. How do you know? Because they have made it a priority to show up. And there's all kinds of benefits to morning training. You feel better. There's nothing else going on at 5 or 6 in the morning. Less things to get in your way. 2, you establish that exercise habit more consistently because you're there more consistently. There's fewer things in your way. You tend to eat better throughout the day. Research has backed this up. Your metabolism's elevated for the rest of the day. You see results more quickly. That helps you long term stick with the program. All kinds of benefits to morning training. I push about 80% of my clients, if I can, especially in the beginning, to get in there in the morning to make it a priority. It's easier to establish it as a priority, and they see results more quickly. There's no downside. And when you do it first thing in the morning, all kinds of benefits will happen. And when those people that say, I really can't get up, an hour ahead of time, what I always suggest to people, especially if we're doing online consults, is walk out the door. Establish a walking program. First thing, 20-minute walk in the morning. This is the number one thing that I've talked to when I've talked to people that have come down from like 300, 400, 500 pounds. How did you do this? I started walking around the block first thing in the morning because it's done. I even know girls that, because they had kids in the house, like little ones, toddlers napping, they'd run up and down the block, so they were never that far. That matters. Establish that walking program first thing in the morning, because in the first year or so, if you're looking to lose weight, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, what you do doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're doing something, because when you're looking at the long game, it's going to change. You might do boot camp for a year. You might cycle for a year. You might swim for a year and do Zumba. You might do yoga for a year. It doesn't really matter. In the long game, what matters is that you show up and do something, and that's all that matters. When my clients start out, I always tell them, if you cannot get here first thing in the morning, know that if you push this thing to the evening, it will probably never get done. If evenings are the only time that you can exercise, then you make it first. You don't go home, you come straight to the gym. Going home is a bad idea. You do it first thing in the day that you can actually physically make it happen. A lot of lunchtime exercises. But that's the most important thing, is that it shows that it's a priority, and that consistency over time, that showing up habit, because that's the only difference. The only difference between those people that are fit and those people that aren't is those people that are fit have showed up, and they kept showing up day after day, month after month, year after year. And that's how you get those benefits. And then after a while, they don't even think about it. It's just what they do. And you can be the same way when you establish that showing up habit. Make it a priority. Show that it's a priority. Make it first thing in the morning. Get all those kinds of morning workout benefits. And then it's done. That's the best thing is people go, God, by lunchtime, I forgot it even happened. Even better. And that's how you set up the showing up habit that gives you the results that you're looking for long term. If you like this video, like it, share it, comment below. I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Boot Camps. If I could consult, you can private message me here on Facebook. Talk to you soon.